Okay, so here we are. This is Makai Toushi SaGa, of course. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load up... Oh wait, hold on a second. I got to do something I needed to do something special because I have special things for today. Well, not really that special. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to load up... Eeh, fucking shit. So here's what we got. We got the... I made the ideal-ish party to play Makai Toushi SaGa for the boss fight. Okay, so I did a little bit of grinding off stream. Basically, the grinding I did was I grinded Char's stats. You know, nothing major. We got an Excalibur. This is a blood sword that drinks blood, so you've got, you know, vampire stuff, so Char doesn't need healing. Char can keep doing damage. I've also got Wang here as the Daimajin, which has got some great defense against, you know, statuses and damage in general. Pretty good. Got some decent attacks and stuff like that, you know, stuff like that. We've got Kirin here, which has a cure and another raise in case anyone dies. You know, teleport, tornado, thunder, all these other decent things, which I think the only thing that doesn't need attack is horn. And also we have me as Susanoo, which is like the best of the ogre class. You know, 15 sword attacks, some of this stuff. If I get attacked by it, he'll burn them. Tornado rebirth and a teleport, so it's all pretty good. You know, I've got these are the top fucking monsters that I could think of to fight Susanoo, or fight fucking the creator. So let's go with this fucking crew. Specially curated, specially created, specially set up to just defeat God. And let me show you why a 3-monster party would be impossible doing just the regular way. Blah blah blah, I'm God, I created this game. Look at me, I teleport wherever I want because I'm God. Oh, I'm behind you now, look at me, ha 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 ha. Anyway, so here we are. We're about to fight him, and we're just gonna try, I'm gonna try this. Like, this is gonna be a legitimate try. If I win, I will be severely, you know, really pleased to have done something that I didn't think was possible. However... it's not. With a 3-monster party, you can beat the entire game up to this point. And then you will never beat this part unless you have a certain thing. And I'll show you guys that thing later. There's only one way for a 3-monster party to win, and there is no way for a 4-monster party to win. Okay, so let's see a sword attack from Kuoushi. Let's see a horn attack from TPR. Let's see a body attack from Wang, and then let's see some Excalibur attacks. Or no, let's do our power-up. It doesn't make that much difference, honestly, but let's do a power-up. Monster base for Susanoo is the Goblin or the Ogre one, so it's the top ogres. So Char's strength rises to 99. It rose by 1. Not that great, to be honest. So here we go. Let's just keep going. Those attacks did fucking no damage whatsoever. So Char with great strength, which I think is the base for her thing. Ooh, 12 damage. Kuoushi does 22 damage. Char does 182 with Excalibur, which is pretty fucking good. And Wang does 78 with his attack that has 3 fucking attacks. So that's what we get. It's basically what we can do. God does nothing, you know, because he doesn't give a shit, because we're not really doing anything to him to scare him or whatever. You were supposedly able to increase your stats up above 255, but I didn't feel like going that high for some of them. I don't remember which ones in particular you can do above 255, but I think I have been doing my reading, and there are like some stats that you can do above 255. Some. But I don't think it's gonna work in this one. I think the Wonder Swan color version is fixed with that particular thing, possibly. But yes, I have been doing my reading. I have been paying attention and trying to figure out what would be the best way to power up Char, who is the only one who could possibly have done anything. Let's see, look, Char resist light, TPR, Wang resist light. Wang's doing some pretty good resist. But we're just going to keep going. You'll notice I didn't have the nuke, but that's intentional for this particular run because I wanted Char to survive. Which Char should survive pretty well. Doing alright though, so let's just keep going with what we're doing right now. I will mention that God has 5,000 health, and that if Char can manage to do, or we can manage to do 200 a round, then that's 25 rounds. So far we're doing about 25 a round. Not horrible. It's about par for the course. So still using light. Don't really have to care about too much. Char's resisting light, Wang's resisting light. Not too horrible. The other guys aren't really doing any damage, and TPR and Kuo are about to do no damage whatsoever. Uh-oh, here it comes. Okay, so left hand. So that does a lot of damage to everybody pretty much, but that's okay for right now. Because we do have some cures. We are prepared for this sort of thing. So here's what we do. Kuo doesn't need to do anything. TPR can cure himself for right now. I have no idea if the glass sword is bugged in this version because I never got the glass sword. And Char doesn't need help just yet. TPR recovered. Char's doing some attacking. Still using the left hand there. Fucking kicking our ass with just the left hand, the weak hand. Doing the old pimp slap. So let's... yeah, fuck it, let's do that. You cure him, just because, so we don't have to cure him later. Oh, good, Char went first. That's not actually what I wanted, but whatever. It gets her up to full. That's the vampire sword, by the way. I only have 30 uses of that, so I have to be pretty careful when I use that. You don't think God is sinister? I don't think Purify will hurt God, actually. I'm not sure. But let's keep going. Wait. Oh yeah, Kuo's turn. Kuo doesn't need to do much right now. TPR needs to cure himself. Wang we kind of just sacrifice here, unfortunately. Yeah, I tried Purity before and it did fail. It didn't do anything whatsoever. Which is stupid and unfortunate, but yeah. So the right hand just does straight up that much damage, no matter what your armor is. Right hand ignores armor because the right hand of God don't give a shit about your armor. So this is where I just use a rebirth on Kuo to keep him alive. TPR here. Continue to try to attack him with Wang. Can't God randomly fool himself? That's funny you should mention that, Work Lurker. It's not random. But I'll show you. We'll get there. Or we might get there, I should say. I can't actually guarantee that we make it to that point. Yeah, God is right-handed. Yeah, Wang, you just have to fucking die. There's no, like, way, no scenario that I could keep you up at all. You just have to die in this. Not that you would have been doing much more damage anyway. You were basically done for now. See, okay, now here's where it gets shitty. Confused. God has a global confuse, which will confuse anyone that does not have a proper resist for it. Char, at the moment, has a resist for it. I say at the moment because Char can also be confused by that same skill. Right now, Char is my only person who can do damage or be controllable. TPR attacks God with a claw, no damage. Kuo does nothing. So here we go. Let's see. God used to repent, nothing happened, nothing happened. Char resists, that's fucking good. So that means we might get to live to see the funny parts of this. And I say funny, and I don't really mean funny. I don't mean it at all. But thankfully Char is actually resisting. So we can keep trying to do damage. That would be the only way we can win, is if Char can continue to do damage. Oh look, God resisted a Blizzard. Thanks for casting it at least, cool. Ah, TPR is back. Let's see what can TPR do. Oh yeah, nothing. 2 more horns. So here we go, keep going. So we're at the Repent stage right here, which is cool. You know, Repent's not bad. I like Repent because it's not hitting Char at the moment, it's also not damaging me. Oh, here we go. So here's Flare. This is another thing. It just does straight up 266 damage to everyone. So this is where pretty much all the shit goes down, is right here. This is like the last thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cure TPR. I'm going to start using the Blood Sword at this point. Kuo we have to sacrifice because there's nothing we can do to save Kuo. Because he's fucking confused. If he was cool, he'd, you know, use one of his things or get, like, unconfused. However, well, I could try to cure him. We'll see if it goes first. Okay, we saved Kuo for right now. He's still confused, and he's attacking with Tornado, but that's going to get resisted. Char's managing to stay alive with the Blood Sword. Oh, and there's Rebirth. You know what that means? We made it to the first round. That's the end of Phase 1, everybody, and I actually have monsters alive. I'm proud of that. However, that just means that God now has full health. Again. He can cast that spell 3 times. That is the end of his cycle of attacks. Basically, he does nothing. He blinds you. Left hand, right hand, repent, flare, rebirth. That is his thing. If you cannot kill him by that time, then basically you're fucked. And I can't use all my blood sword charges either because I have to save those to hope that Char survives through this. So here's what we're gonna do. Sorry for the screams in the background, if you can hear that. We're gonna try and keep everybody up. That's all we can really do. Got like a couple more heals. I might as well use it on Kuo, even though you didn't hear scream. Good. Might as well just kind of see how this goes. I probably should save the cures for Char, but I didn't expect my monsters to be alive at this point. This is actually the point, the farthest my monsters have been alive. Completely fair in the game with weapon usage. Everything right now is fair. And now we have things that can't do any damage. I mean, we can try. There's no fucking reason not to try, obviously, but God will resist all of my magic attacks, which my monsters, that's their main form of damage. There's not a single monster that can do around 200 damage. Let's focus. These are all the strongest monsters that I could find. God does have tiny feet, that is true. Kuo is still fucking confused, I'll let you guys know. This is actually a run that, depending on if Char gets confused or if I get my timing wrong for things, I could feasibly win this, but it will take us the entirety of the stream, basically, to finish this fight. Yeah, only humans and mutants can go against God. Monsters cannot do shit against God. There is nothing that you can do against God with a monster. Which is why I'm going to say that if someone can fucking do it, I will be really surprised. I think like a 4-monster party cannot clear this game, period. Like, I do not think it is actually possible, because monsters don't have enough attacks, and they just don't have enough damage in general to beat God. You can get to this point with 4 monsters. That's not a problem. You can actually get to God with monsters. Just a 4-monster party. But monsters don't do enough damage to God to kill him. They will just all get killed before they can do anything. Yeah, monsters also can't use items. It's not possible. And look, watch, here's a clear... I had 10 horn attack. This did like 30 damage to him. He has 5,000 hit points, by the way. My claw attack does... Let's see. Does a monster have a saw attack? That could actually work, Work Lurker. I didn't even think of that one. Look it up and we'll try it after I get through with the actual game. We'll probably go back and do that. That sounds fun. Ah, look at that claw doing no damage. Lasers don't do any damage to God either. I have tried that. Wang actually had Blast Beam and it did no damage to him. Oh good, Kuo's attacking, still fucking confused. I do remember that there is one with a cut ability that did that one time. You're right, Worklooker. We can try and figure out. Look, if you can, look up for one of the monsters that has a saw and remind me, and I can actually like try to figure that out on stream after we do this. Oh, here comes the left hands. Okay, so Kuo got confused and attacked Char. God, I wish Kuo would not be confused. I really wish. Okay, so I'm gonna end. Let's just do this. We need to start using the blood sword to heal Char. Just get Char and TPR. I don't know why I healed TPR. There's no fucking reason for that. Oh, cool. Used rebirth. Look at him. Fucking confused motherfucker. Let's do no damage here. Why not? I had a rebirth Ion Face. I don't have any rebirth because I can't use it. Because Kuo, the guy who had the rebirth skill, was confused up until this point right here, and he has 1 sword left. So this is all Kuo does, and damage-wise, he is done with damaging. You have to look at the level 14 skeletons, Highwing. That's the only ones that matter. Because that's all I can get now. I can't get anything below level 14. Guy. Beetle and Warrior. Okay, Work Looker. I will look that up after I have died here, which is pretty soon, because there's nothing else I can do at this point in time. Monsters don't inherit skills from other monsters. They have, like, completely different skill sets. Face. Ah, here comes the right hand to finish everything off. Cool waits for attacks. Look at that. His burning didn't do anything to him. None of the level 14 monsters have Saw, then it is impossible for me to win this. With, other than my other option. I have one other option. To win the game. Which is actually the Saw, just for, no damage. Look at all that. Doing well. Swell job, team. Try one last Blizzard, why not? I cannot recruit a new friend until all of my current friends are dead. And I'm not going to give up on my current crew because they've been with me from the beginning, and that means that they should be able to defeat this boss, personally. I believe that's how it should be. But trust me, I do have a way to win the game. It's not pretty, but I do have a way. Oh, we're on to the Repent phase. That means Char gets to get some more of health back with the sword. As long as Char doesn't get confused, we'll be okay. Remember, this would be the second time. The second rebirth. God has 3 rebirths total. You can't buy nuclear bombs, so you cannot use nuclear bombs in excess. Also, only one of my characters can use nuclear bombs. Okay, here comes the flares already. Shit. But yeah, this is like an actual legitimate try. If I can do this, if I can last through like one more stage of like the things after this one. Actually, I need to do 4 stages total of rebirth. Pretty much. Can God be confused? No. And even if I confuse God, that would just... wouldn't even matter, actually. Confusing the enemy does nothing in this game. Oh, look, he already did the rebirth. So here, that's 2 rebirths down. He has 1 rebirth left, so I can just do Char for here. We'll see how this goes. As far as like a monster party, yeah, he did the rebirth. I'm pretty sure he did, because he wouldn't be doing the nothing right now if he didn't do the rebirth. He always does the nothing right after the rebirth. Or the rebirth right before he does nothing. It's just a straight up pattern. Like, yeah, I think you have to do 1,000 damage to him and then he changes to the next thing, basically. So if I had done enough damage to him in that last round, I would have killed him before the rebirth. Which means I think the left hand is coming next. I think I've done 1,000? Yeah, there it is. So it's every 1,000 damage he switches phases. Pretty much. And I have to save my blood sword charges because that's like the only way to... Oh, there's the right hand. Yep, 1,000 damage already. I think I might have just fucked myself up though by not doing a blood sword right there. Because we can't gain back 321 health. And I think, yeah, we just fucked up. We lost. Unless I can kill him immediately kind of thing. Or I get my attacks first. Basically, I have to get an attack first here or I lose. And I don't, so we lost. So that's a legitimate try with like the best of the best that I can fucking find. That right there is the best try that I can get with my current crew. Now let's try a different crew. I have other options. Which the end thing is it's going to be pretty fucking much the exact same as what you just saw. Okay, so here's my other option. Full Kirans. So we have, they can do a little bit of damage with that, but mostly I have 30 cures, which could maybe hold up Char without having to waste the vampire sword, and the other guys, keep the other guys alive with their cures for some of the, at least more of the fucking thing. God, I'm dropping frames, that kind of sucks. But yeah, this is my other possible team that I thought might do something. The only problem I have there is that they can't resist the fucking status changes, so they're just gonna get confused, most likely, and killed. Yeah, let me make sure Char is properly equipped here. Excalibur does the most damage, and Sai Sword would not be able to do it because Sai Sword has to like runs out of charges. There's no way I could do it with a Sai Sword. The reason I'm not equipping, well, hold on, I'll show you guys. This is another fun option, actually. Let's see. I don't actually have to have any defense. Why? Because I can just cast armor at the very beginning, and then I have 99 defense. So I can bring a nuke in. It wouldn't have helped me last time, by the way. I don't think. Actually, hold on. I think we might be able to do this. Let's try this shit. Let's get the full elixir, because why not? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. Basically, I have to wait towards the end until there is a nuke, or until he's like towards like the end of his life, and then try to nuke him. That actually might be a thing that we can do. And maybe I could have done that last time too. I didn't even think about that. But save a nuke for the end, I think would be a good idea. Don't all the attacks ignore armor? Which one, gods? Some of them don't. They might, but I think some of them do ignore. Don't ignore armor, or don't ignore armor. I think the first left hand actually goes with armor, but the right hand does not care about armor. I think. Shut up, God. Let's just get this over with. This could be another lose, but I'm gonna do my best to, maybe not lose. So Horn is the only thing that does damage, so we all just do Horn. Just cast armor because why not? Again, this basically all relies on Char being lucky, pretty much. Like that's pretty much the entire thing for us right here, is to rely on him being fucking lucky. So this is how it goes for right now. We don't really do anything. TPR, Wang, and Kuo will just pretty much be heal bitches and try to keep everyone alive. Is pretty much our plan right now. God isn't doing anything any reason above. He doesn't do it at the start. He'll start doing left hands pretty soon, actually. I think he's almost to... Yeah, next round he's probably going to be doing the light attack. And also the armor lasts for forever. For the whole battle, Jigon. So it's good to just throw it up at the beginning and then not worry about it ever again. Here comes the darkness, I think? Yep. Cast light. TPR on Wang and Kuo. Oh! Resisted. And great, Char is blind. See, that's a new thing. This round, it looks like Char is not going to be resisting things. Which is actually concerning. Because I basically rely on Char to do my damage and not get confused. Ah, now we're all blind. Excellent. Not that it matters that much. The armor wasn't gave Char the resistance, was it? I don't think so. Actually, shit, that might be what was doing the resistances. You're right, Jigon, that might be part of what was doing the resistances. I'll need to find out which armor has resistances and maybe equip that one instead. It might have been the just the straight up armor part, but okay. So let's use our last horns, and then we're gonna start healing everybody. Not that it matters that much, honestly, with the armor thing, but still. Okay, Kuo has the most health. He will heal Char. TPR and Wang will heal themselves. Since we actually don't have any attacks anymore, so. Here comes the right hands. Char still takes the same amount of damage. Okay. Let's hope everyone gets to heal themselves pretty well. Kuo, please heal yourself now. TPR, heal Char now. And Wang, heal yourself. Just keep doing Excalibur. The cure is kind of weak. It certainly is. It certainly is. These guys have no more damage, by the way. They are purely heals at the moment. Okay. Cool, you heal... Yeah, cool, heal yourself. TPR, heal yourself. Wang, heal Char. And Char, continue to Excalibur. Ouch, man. Still alive. Still alive. As long as we get a turn first next time, we should be able to continue with our current course. We've managed to stop the incoming thing. You can't use the power-up spell on the monsters, can you? Nope, you can only use it on yourself. There are no, like, buff spells for monsters. Like, or for, like, someone other than yourself, really. Like this power spell, and guess what? It would only raise them to 99 strength, and I had monsters, two of them, my monsters in the last time had 99 strength already. This just raises it back to 99, so it doesn't actually help much, unfortunately. Okay, so Char has not had to use the Vampix Sword yet. The main hope right now is that Char does not get, God, Wang is dying horribly. Destroyed at the end here. Kuo self, TPR Char, and Wang self. I'm pretty sure Wang is dead at the moment, though. Oh, good. Wang got to go first. Okay, good. Just confusion. Please don't, please don't, please don't. Okay, Char is not confused just yet, because this whole plan relies on Char not getting confused right now. Basically, I'm going to try to do... because that means we've done about 3,000 damage. That's 3,100. Right there. Guess everyone cure yourselves to get back up. Oh fuck, only TPR has a spell. TPR, cure Wang. Keep doing the Excalibur, because we're waiting to use the nuke, basically. I could save Kuo or Wang with an elixir right now and bring them back up to do stuff, but... we got this. We're still okay as long as Char does not get too overwhelmed by the repent here. Kuo is confused again, even though he... Okay, Char is not resisting it, but Char is not getting... Why did I cast that on Char? Who casted that? Who was confused? Who's the confused motherfucker? Okay, that's about... TPR, just heal yourself then. Once he starts doing flares is about the time that I want to use the nuke. Like maybe 2 attacks after flares. The nuke should do about 600. Please don't you fucking do it. Oh, that's the end. Okay, this run is over. Unless we get lucky and Char does exactly what I want Char to do. God won't right-hand me again. God is in the flare phase now. Wang's mind is clear, at least. Maybe Char can be fucking... Nope. Wang, just keep healing Char. It's the only thing we can really do here. If Char's mind becomes clear sometime soon, then we could save. Oh good, they got... Char is still confused. Heal yourself, I guess, Wang, because... Nope, that's the end of that. So yeah, like I did actually have a chance vaguely with this, if Char had not gotten confused. And I will laugh if this works, but I don't think it will. I think God is going to do a rebirth next round. If this works... Oh my god. 650 damage, Char's confused, Char does nothing, God uses rebirth, end. That was the only chance we had. If Char had actually attacked there, we might have won it. It was possible. But that is pretty much the end of that run. Now, I say that it's not possible to have, oh, I used armor, it doesn't like fucking matter, because we're not gonna survive anyway. But, it was possible for us to win that one, so I guess I can't really say that 3 monsters is technically impossible. However, let us try a different thing. This one was actually gonna work, though. I know that this one will work, so let me show you this. Okay. So, this time, looks kind of the same as the first party, I know. However, oh, I was gonna do one with like a nuclear bomb and 5 missiles. Same thing, won't really work. However, chainsaw. This will actually kill the boss. Very fucking easily. I think the Guan Yu, one of these is like it was defending the resistance. So if I had thrown a nuke in here and had the mail on, I might have actually won that last one. Yeah, nuke strat would have worked. Again, it relied on Char the Esper and not the monsters at all. But let me show you something here. Let me show you a thing. Just because it's funny to make the sound. This one is the only, like, for certain way of beating God right here. Yeah, I would have really loved if that nuke had actually killed him right there. That would have been like the most surprising and best thing that could have happened in my life at this particular point in time. Well, not really, obviously, in my life, but in my video gaming life, for that to have worked. However, this one will work a lot better. So, basically, I'm gonna do my life here and do no fucking damage. Or, I guess I can do sword, it doesn't matter. Like, basically, whatever, all the other things that I do don't matter right now. Ooh, no damage with the claw, and chainsaw. God cut to pieces, we win, game over. So if a monster had one of those skills, and I had saved a monster with just that fucking skill, I could have beaten the game with monsters. However, there are no level 14 monsters with the chainsaw skill. Again, it would have been the same fucking thing relying on the chainsaw. However, it is done. Kuoushi doesn't talk because he's a fucking... I don't remember. What the fuck am I right now? I think of the Susanoo. What do we do from here? I guess this is when we start to play the game. Is there another world beyond this? Like, Char was the only one doing any kind of fucking thing. All the monsters did jack shit this whole time. They had heals, I guess. That was their main purpose, was a heal bitch at this point in the game. Do you want to go there? Either way is okay by me. Right, but this is a pretty good place now, isn't it? You can say that again. All the bad guys have been finished off. Let's go. Go where? Jaw World. Oh, okay. So there you go. And end credits. Akitoshi Kawazu is the man who designed Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I think just some of the designs and stuff like that, not the actual main director guy. But this was his next thing. Ah, yes, the Wonderswan Color Staff now. Which, I actually really like this game, aside from that last fight with God. Like, I feel like if I had 2 monsters, 1 human and 1 Esper, that would have been no problem. I don't even know, man. It's just... It was just horrible. 3 monsters, completely, ridiculously impossible. Yeah, the sprite color or staff, pretty much, that's true. But they did remake some things, apparently. I don't know. See, look, they program remake things. Graphics remake. The game itself was probably, yeah, not that different. So yeah, we're gonna try one more time with the nuke strat at the end, and I'm gonna try wearing that legendary armor. That is my plan, and I hope it works, because that would make me feel a tiny bit better about my monster crew, but not not that much better than what we just did. Because it relies on the Esper doing all the work, again. Like, if my monsters actually did work, I'd feel better about them. But no. And people, like, I've also heard that a 3-monster or 4-monster party is, like, the most difficult way to play the game. And the actual game itself, I didn't grind any. I didn't have to stop to do anything. I never felt like I was too underpowered for anything, really. My monsters just kind of kept up and grew throughout the entire game. And then you hit the last boss, and they're worthless. It's so fucking weird. You know? Yeah, and apparently one character challenge is a thing that people do in this game. That is like a normal, it's a thing. Yeah, I didn't even need to buy anything. Meats healed us. Hey, look at us, we're going back into the tower. See you again. Maybe. But it won't be in this game. Friends. Shit. So there was the credits. You can save your monster gallery data here. This will overwrite your existing data. Load the save data, and you can play again from the beginning, inheriting the gallery data you have collected. Oh, cool. So I can just pretty much play it again. I'm going to save over this one. So that is it. Now, one thing that I do want to kind of show you that I didn't show you before, speaking of the Game Boy game, that this is the original Game Boy game. Here you go. Makai Toushi SaGa. This is the original game that was actually on the fucking Game Boy itself. This is the real Game Boy version. You can play this in the same cart. Like the cartridge for the Wonder Swan Color also has this in it. So you get to choose whichever one you want to play. See? Here we are. This is the Game Boy version. This is what it looked like. Pretty neat that it actually has the full Game Boy game also on the Wonder Swan Color cartridge. I thought that was a neat addition to include the actual original Game Boy version on this. Without hearts, you can't be revived. Thank you. It's good to know. Still alive. But yeah. So if you ever felt like playing the original, you could always just pick up your Wonder Swan and fucking bust out the Game Boy version. Apparently the Sawbug was pretty infamous, was it? I don't doubt it. But let's gonna try. Do want to try the chainsaw thing again. So we're gonna do that. Let's see, where was it? Not the chainsaw. We're gonna try to beat this without using the chainsaw, but using nukes and keeping the Guan Yu mail equipped. Now I believe that this should be enough for us to make it through here. I believe. Obviously not sure, but, you know, that should maybe... The missiles are just like a weaker nuke. They attack the whole screen for about 350 damage. I was hoping to just, like, nuke him down a lot. But if Char gets confused, then the whole thing is fucking ruined. So that doesn't really help us at all. However, I do want to beat this thing legitimately, and this would be the only quote-unquote legitimate way to beat the boss, is to rely on Char again. If Char doesn't get confused, then we are actually going to fucking have a good shot at this. One of the Comedy Central Presents segments featured a brief bit about the original Game Boy game too. About this? Huh. I don't have the glass stored, Jiggin. I unfortunately do not. I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't get it, so... Unless you're talking about the Masamune. I don't know. I don't know the Final Fantasy Legend names. I just know what names of fucking weapons were in here. I don't know if it was the armor or the shoulder pads. We're gonna find out in a minute here, though. Satoshi. Just in case, always put my armor up. The Genji Gauntlet was the one that you're thinking of. So let's try this. I'll feel pretty accomplished if I can make it through this. Oh yeah, in the original Game Boy version he's called the Creator, like the Final Fantasy Legend version, he's called the Creator. In this one he's called God, and they took out some other shit out of it actually. That is correct, Girk. I did read some of that. If you want to look up more, check out the Final Fantasy Legend Wikipedia article. It actually does talk a lot about a lot of those sorts of things too. I didn't realize that Comedy Central Presents actually mentioned that. It's kind of funny. Any case, let's try this. I feel like this is a good thing to try after the credits. God is still doing nothing. Because he's an asshole. But yeah, they did like a... Okay, Char resisted the lights. That's actually the proper thing to have happen. Oh, they don't mention the name change? Because yeah, in the Final Fantasy Legend, he's named the creator. In the Japanese versions, in the original Japanese versions, he's named God. And you have the Balls Large Game of the Last Guy, the creator, and he talks about it being a game. He actually says the word game. He's like, I hope you enjoyed my game. Like, it's full on, this is a fucking game, and they know it kind of thing. We are currently at 1 of 8 games, that is correct. This is the first of 8, or no, 9, Highway 9. We're playing 9 games total over the years. Over the year here. This is the first of 9. Ah, here come the left hands, okay. That's fine, left hands aren't too bad. We do one more attack through. The next game will be Saga 2 Hiho Densetsu, or the, I guess, Secret Legend. I don't know what they've translated it as, but that's pretty much what that means. Okay. That's right, you mean years? No. This is actually, finishing 1 game in a month is actually not bad. And I do plan to start Saga 2 on Monday night with, at least going, whatchamacallit, 2 hours for the first night of Saga 2. At least. Is my hope, anyway. Is it called Goddess of Destiny? That's fucking weird. But Final Fantasy Legend 2. Here come the right hands. This is where Wang goes down. That was a bad idea. TPR is about to go down too. Can't let Char go down either. That's unfortunate. That would be unfortunate as well. Do another rebirth. Hopefully that was enough damage to tick him over. Nope. TPR is down. And Char is almost down. Fuck, I probably should have been paying more attention. I might actually lose this because I wasn't doing things right. Because if it's another right hand, then I'm fucked. Okay, good. Char got the attack first. Okay, here comes Repent. Now this is where we have to be more cautious and paying attention to how much damage we're doing. Char resists the Repent, so that means that, okay, the armor was the right one. So 230, so we'll say 230, just kind of keep going here. Yeah, we used the armor for Char this time, which is the resist. 211, so that's 440-ish. Here comes a flare. 680-ish. 685 if you fucking want to be completely accurate about it. Kuo did some damage, so we have about 700. Yeah, I still use the defense buff. Just because I'm a fucking cheap piece of shit and I want to see this happen properly, I'm going to hit a button there. And also wait for the internet to stop dropping. Motherfuck. Looks like we're okay-ish now. Attacks with flare, yep, that's fine. I think it's about time to try the nuke. We'll see. No, fuck, I didn't, If God does a rebirth here, then I'm pissed. Just don't do the rebirth here. Yeah, okay, fine. So, internet, please do not fucking die on me. That would be nice. I don't understand. I'm not... Use Blood Sword here. And then nuke the next time, even though the internet doesn't want me to stream right now. I just like how this fucking happens like every time I do something that I like. Oh, fucking there's the rebirth. Okay. Fuck you, God. So basically I'm using save states. As if you couldn't tell. Just to see if this is even possible. Okay, so yeah. That particular method of dealing with God was feasible. You just had to be very careful and fucking lucky. Basically. But you could technically beat the game doing it that way. So you don't have to use the chainsaw, but it still relies on char and being lucky with a nuke. It is quote-unquote possible, but a 4-monster party? No, that would never have been possible. Please connect, internet. I think I'm out. God is dead meat. That is true, cheese. That is true. Yeah, that's true. You could have used I could have used the blood sword all through the first phase, but I think the Excalibur does more damage. So that's mostly why I was using the Excalibur, because it does more damage. That and it also had the low durability, because I was expecting to not make it or to have to go through the rebirth things, which is fucking horrible as it is. But yeah, that is the end of Makai Toushi SaGa. We made it, even with all the fucking 2% frames dropped right now, apparently. Or at least it's saying that on my end. If you guys are fine, then you guys are fine, and that's good. Yeah, Excalibur was a little inconsistent. I saw it hitting under 200 a couple times, but it did hit over 250 a couple times as well, so I thought it was a little bit better. But the reason the Vampire Sword, the Drain Sword, was doing better, more consistent, was because it was based on my mana, not on my strength or whatever. But still, yeah, lower floor. I would agree with that. That is probably true. Still, the nuke strat would have worked. I'm surprised. I did not think that strategy would work, but again, I wasn't sure. I wasn't completely for certain. Because I've, obviously, my first time playing this. I had to do a fucking lot of research today just to get to where we are currently. Because I actually had to grind stats for Char. Just so that I would be prepared to actually have this fight. Char doesn't have, like, completely max stats, but they're pretty close. But still, you know, we did it. And we did it semi-legitimately. Or could have possibly done it legitimately. I just really don't like that this game lets you have monsters throughout the whole game. 3 monsters, no problem, beat all the bosses, whatever the fuck, everything's fine. And then God is impossible, pretty much. It's a rather unfortunate thing. I assume that I'm still here, because you guys were saying that I was doing alright. Oh look, Char's in the lead this time, not me. That's sad. Ah well. So that is it. Hope you guys had some fun with this. I did. I liked the game up until the end. You could do a 4-monster game, but that would involve escorting a lower tier monster up. That's true. And that would be pretty fucking annoying, and basically I would just abuse save states climbing to the top of the tower. So I didn't have to fight anything. That's how that would go. Shit, man. Not too bad on the timing, too. Managed to finish, you know, about the right time as it is. So what's happening tomorrow is we're gonna be doing. I'm not gonna be drinking. I don't have enough alcohol presently to drink, and I'm just gonna fucking. Can't you just rebirth the monster like at the top? Yeah, you could raise it at the top. Let me tell you something though about having only 3 people alive, Satoshi. Let me tell you something about that. If you only have 3 people alive, the encounter rate goes up. I found that out when I was trying to get to the bottom of the tower again with 1 person dead and no teleports. It was very fucking impossible. But, you know, shit happens, I guess. I don't know, Work Lurker, that's what happened to me. Like, I had to run away from encounters every fucking step of the way down the tower. You remember the last time when I had people dead or whatever, and I was trying to go back to the bottom so I could, like, get back out of my save and go, you know, grind and shit? Yeah. I had an encounter, like, every fucking step of the way down, pretty much. It was the most ridiculous fucking thing. I wish I had that recorded, because that was fucking impressive as hell, to be honest. I think that is what was going on. But yes, Porp, we fucking finished the game. We finally murdered God with a chainsaw and with a nuclear bomb, actually, so things work out. Things work out pretty well. Tomorrow, what did I say we're gonna do tomorrow? I didn't actually fucking say what we're gonna do tomorrow because I actually don't know. We're gonna play a game though. Something. You know, things. I'm gonna try to make a video, kind of vague review, vague, just comedy kind of thing about this game for later sometime. We'll see what happens then. But for tonight, I am pretty much done. So I hope you guys had fun watching Makai Toushi SaGa. On Monday night, we will be playing Saga 2. Hiho Densetsu is the plan. And that's the DS version, is what we're going to be playing, not the original Game Boy Final Fantasy Legend version. But I don't know about you, but I know I will be drinking tomorrow. Alright, well that's good, at least someone will be drinking. Probably possible with a glass sword too, depending on how much changed from the original, that's true. More like Final Fantasy Legend. I know, cheese, it's Final Fantasy Legend, but originally it was Saga. But that's it. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all back here tomorrow for whatever the fuck I choose to do for Saturday night.